the books are being provided for you, the textbooks are being provided for you. So this is your science textbook for this academic year. Hope you all have collected it from the school. If not, please do collect it. As I said you in the beginning, reading textbook as and when we teach the lesson is very important. So please come and collect the textbook, and it is very difficult to study from the soft copy. So we had finished with the chapter Light Children. In page number 77, you have this new chapter, Force and Pressure. If you observe in the textbook, children, see, you have the picture of, in figure 17.1, a goalkeeper saving a goal. So goalkeeper saving the goal means he is avoiding the football. He is avoiding the football there from reaching the goal point. In the second picture, a hockey player flicking a ball. Flicking means the hockey player, he will be having the hockey stick now. He will, that umbrella like what it will be known, that he will pull the ball towards him or away from him to take it away from the other team people. That is called flickering, means pulling or pushing the ball or whatever it is. A hockey player flickering the ball and a fielder stopping a ball. See, in the third picture, you can observe a cricketer. He is avoiding or stopping the ball from a fielder stopping the ball. He is stopping the ball. Means, yes, he is avoiding the further motion of the ball. So all these pictures, if you observe, children, what is in common? As I said you, the concept force. The concept force is common in all the three examples of these pictures. In the first picture, where the person or the goalkeeper is stopping the ball from the goal, or a hockey player is flickering the ball with his stick, and a cricket player, fielder, is stopping the ball. In all these cases, to stop the ball, what is required? The force is required. Yes, no, you all will play volleyball, football, throw ball, everything in the school. So what you are doing, in order to hit the ball or throw the ball in case of basketball, you are applying the force. You are applying the force. That is what they tell here. So, in all the situation, the ball is either made to move faster or slower or its direction. See, let us recall some of our everyday experiences. What do you do to make a football move? What do you do to make a moving ball move faster? How does a goalkeeper stop a ball? A hockey player changes the direction of the moving ball with a flick of the stick. How do fielders stop a ball hit by a batsman? So all these questions are being asked to you, children. So what are they doing? Maybe to stop the ball or to increase the speed of the ball, to decrease the speed of the ball. So here you will hit the ball with great force towards the goal. But the goalkeeper will stop it, means he is reducing the speed of the ball. He is bringing it to rest from motion. Similarly, in the cricket also, children, the fielder, the field keeper, what is he doing? He is stopping the ball. The ball was in motion when it was hit by the batsman, but he is bringing it to the state of rest. He is bringing into the state of rest. So in all these situations, the ball is either made to move faster. Made to move faster in which case? In case of the hockey. Yes, no? The hockey player with his flick, what is he doing? He is flickering the ball, changing the direction of the ball. Maybe he will first bring the ball to the rest and then he hits. Yes, no? So he is he's increasing the speed of the ball. But in case of cricket and football case, children, but there what is happening? It is the goalkeeper or the batsman, fielder is reducing the speed of the ball or bringing in turn to the state of rest. So we often see that a force has been applied on a ball when it is kicked, pushed, thrown or flicked. So whatever you do, in all the cases, the force is applied on the ball. Maybe to stop it from the state of rest, from the state of motion to state of rest, to increase the speed of the ball, to decrease the speed of the ball, whatever you are doing, children. In all the cases, one thing is common, force. The force is applied on the ball by the persons there. So what is a force then? What is a force? What can it do to bodies on which it is applied? We shall see answer to such questions in this chapter. So in all the cases as we discussed, the force is acting on the ball. What is the force acting on the body? In this case ball. In general, if you consider any other example, if at all you are applying force on any body, what does the force do to the body? What is the reaction upon that body towards you who is applying the force? All that we shall discuss in detail in this lesson. So what is a force means? See, here they have given children actions like picking, opening, shutting, kicking, hitting, lifting, flicking, pushing, pulling are often used to describe certain tasks. Each of these actions usually results in some kind of change in the state of motion of an object. Can these terms be replaced with one or more terms? Let us find out. So various activities they have mentioned here, children. Maybe the actions like picking, if you want to lift something from the ground, you know about the gravitational force, isn't it? What is gravitational force? It is the force which is applied by the earth on all the objects. Yes, no, it is gravitational force. What does that force do? That force will pull all the objects towards it. Towards which? Towards the earth. That is called gravitational force. So if I ask you to lift something which has fallen on the ground, you have to lift that object against the force. Which force? Gravitational force. And in order to lift also you should apply the force. So in order to pick anything, the force is applied. Opening. So if I ask you to open any box or something, maybe to a jar to open, what you need to do, you apply the force and rotate in one of the direction. Maybe to close or to open, you are rotating it. But to rotate, what is required? Again, force is required. Or opening, even opening the ball or bottle or opening the book, whatever action you do, children, forces are acting there. Kicking, yes, we understood kicking and all, no? Kicking, hitting the football, kicking a ball, all that requires force. You are applying force. Hitting, lifting, flicking means hockey case we studied, no? That is flicking, pushing, pulling, all are often used to describe certain tasks. Yes, no? All the type of actions which are mentioned here are acted due to the application of force in it. These are happening as the force is acting on the body. That is very important. So in the next page, children, there is a table called activity 17.1 which is given to you. This is being deleted in the portion. Deleted in the sense they asked us to give you as the home activity for you. So hope you all will fill that in the textbook. It is very simple. You have to mention what action is this. We studied various examples till now to understand the concept of force. Now see here, the table 7.1 gives some examples of familiar situations involving motion of objects. You can add more and more such situations or replace those given here. Try to identify action involved in each case as a push or a pull and record your observation. One example has been given to help you. So various activities are given in one column, children. In the next column, pushing, pulling, lifting, etc. has been given. So read the action, what is taking place here, and it comes under pushing or pulling or lifting, like that you need to mention, or all together also if it is coming you can mention. Look, they have answered one for you. First is description of the situation is moving a book placed on a table. So there is the book which is placed on the table. I will ask you to move. So if you are moving the book, what happens? You are lifting the book and keeping here, or you may just slide it, you may just push it. Both the cases may happen. So in that case also you are applying the force on the book. Yes, no? So what is happening on the book? Which action is taking place? Means see, action, they have given you various actions like pushing, pulling, picking, hitting, lifting, lowering, flying, kicking, throwing, shutting, flicking. Shutting means shutting the door. Yes, no, you need to apply the force in order to shut the door. Maybe the door of the door or the window door, whatever it is, maybe the wardrobe doors also, you need to apply force on it. So among the actions given here, children, which action is suiting the activity or the situation given here, that you need to write. See, when moving a book placed on a table, which all the action is taking place? Pushing, pulling, lifting. All the three possibilities. As I said, if the book is here, I want to bring, I will push it. Or if a book is here, I want to bring it to this position, I will pull it. or I can lift and keep it there. So all the three possibilities are there that they have written here. And one more column is there. Action can be grouped as a push or a pull is the question. So they have written yes for both push and pull. Why both are happening? So in this similar way, children, you need to answer all other 6 descriptions given here. Maybe opening or shutting a door is given. Drawing a bucket of water from the well. So you will put the bucket and draw the water from the well. What type of action it is? Pulling, like that you need to mention. A football player taking a penalty kick. A cricket ball hit by a batsman. Moving a loaded cart. Opening a drawer. So all these descriptions are given, children. So you need to pick from this action column which action is taking place on application of force, and in the next column you have to mention whether this push or pull concept has been implemented here or not. So you can easily, by reading the description only, you can tell children opening or shutting a door. So even to open the door or to close the door, in both the cases push when you are opening the door, pull when you are closing the door. So push and pull is present here. Similarly, drawing a bucket of water from a well. First what you do, you leave the bucket inside the well. Yes, no, the bucket tied with the rope, you leave it inside. Next what you do, you pull. Push and pull, both are there. Next, a football player taking a penalty kick. So what does he do? He kick the football towards the goal. Yes, so he will take the ball back and kick, means push, pull, both the concepts are there again. A cricket ball hit by a batsman. Yes, no, he hits the ball hard, so he is pushing the ball. Means the fielder, what does he do? He will stop the ball. That is that case. Moving a loaded cart. So a loaded cart, a vehicle is standing, so you are pushing the cart. Yes, no? Either you can push it from the backside or from the front you can pull it, the loaded cart, which will be heavier. Yes, no? So there also you are applying the force on the cart, and pushing and pulling concept is there. Next, opening a drawer or a drawer of your table. So you have the reading table, no? There you will be having the drawer. So in order to pull the drawer or open the drawer, you will pull the box. In order to close the drawer, what you do? You push the box inside. So here also the concept of push and pull came. So in this various activities we will study, children. The concept of push or pull, or both push and pull concepts are present, isn't it? So this push and pull is nothing but the force. The push or pull. The push or pull on the force on any object results in application of force. That is what is explained here. Do you notice that each of the actions can be grouped as a pull or a push or both? Can we infer from this that to move an object, it has to be pushed or pulled? Yes, in order to move any object, you should either push it or pull it. Sometimes you can kick as well, lift, kick, everything will come. But most of the time, this action of pushing or pulling will be present. Hence, these two are only considered in order to define the concept of force, children. So, in the next paragraph, you have the definition. So, in science, a push or pull of an object is called a force. So, you need not mention the word in science. Just you will tell a push or pull on an object is called force. Thus, we can say that the motion imparted to object was due to the action of a force. When does a force come into play? Let us find out. So, a push or a pull on any object results in action of force on a body. So with all these examples and concepts, children, today we understood what is force. A push or pull on any, or push, maybe push or pull or both on acting on any object results in the action of force on it. To move or to shift any lift or any object, what we need is we need force. So that is about the force, children. So, when does a force come into play? Let us find out. To understand that, force due to an interaction is been given in the next page. So when is the force applied on the body? To understand, there are beautiful pictures given in your textbook here. Very colorful textbook you have, children, this time. It's nice pictures for explanation and all. It is very nice. So please read the textbook, okay? See here, you have different pictures given here in your textbook. Let me explain this. In the first picture, we can see a person sitting in a car and one more person is standing behind the car. So the description they are given as a man standing behind a stationary car. Stationary car means stationary, which is at rest, which is not moving, is called stationary. Now if I stand in one position without changing my position or without moving, then I am stationary, means I am in the state of rest. Okay, so you can see the wardrobe placed in the room. It is stationary, it is not moving. Is the wardrobe dancing in the room? No, it is in one position. So it is said to be stationary. Stationary means rest. Hope you understood. So the car is stationary means now presently the car is in the state of rest and the driver is sitting inside the car. Though the driver is sitting, the car is in state of rest. It is stationary and one more person is standing behind the car. That is about the first picture. In the second picture, if you see a car being pushed by a man. The driver is sitting inside and the one more person who was standing behind the car in the first picture is now pushing the car. Pushing the car means, is the car stationary now? No, it is not stationary. Means it is not in the state of rest. It has started to move. In order to move the car, what the person standing behind the car is doing is applying force. Means in other words is pushing the car. Is pushing the car. In the third picture, children, see who is pushing whom. Two girls are playing here. Than fighting, we will use the word playing. Two girls are playing or maybe fighting, we will take. So what you do when you fight with your friend? You hold her hand, both the hands or his hands. You do know in class where fightings and all like that. So you keep pushing and pulling each other. Now if both of you in anger, you are applying same amount of force, that is both the persons are applying same amount of force, whether it is push or pull, how do you decide? Yes, no? The force is balanced there. Yes, no? That is different concept. Don't get confused. So, here also you can observe who is pushing whom we cannot find out. In the case of car, children, we clearly know the car is pushed by the person standing behind the car. But in the third case where two girls are fighting, there we cannot find out who is pushing whom. Yes, no? In anger, both are applying same amount of forces. No less, no more. So, we cannot make out who is pushing whom. This and all you can find out at WWF and all if you are interested in watching. It is easier to, very difficult to find out who is applying more force or who is applying less force, like that. Next, in the next picture, who is pulling whom? What do you call that, children? You hold each other's hand and you rotate, no? And you rotate that game if you are playing in school. So that game, when you do, children, you and your friend will hold your hand and move backwards. Yes, no, with the support of holding each other, you bend away from each other and you start rotating yourself In that case also, can you tell who is pushing whom or who is pulling whom? No. In both the cases we cannot decide. Yes, no. In the first case where two girls are applying force on each other, there also we cannot find out who is pushing or pulling. In the second case, who is pulling whom also, we cannot find out. In the third picture also, there is a cow and a farmer or a person standing in the picture, children. The farmer, let us imagine that the farmer is calling the cow. After grazing, he is taking the cow back to home, but the cow is refusing. So, the person is holding the rope and pulling the cow towards him, but the cow is applying the force in the opposite direction and it is trying to avoid going in the direction of the person who is pulling the rope. Means it is behaving stubborn, it is not ready to go along with him. So it is moving in one direction and the person is pulling the rope in one direction. So in opposite direction it is acting. Here also we cannot find out who is pushing, who is pulling, nothing. So what does these examples infer us? Let us study now. Suppose a man is standing behind a stationary car. In the first picture what we studied. Will the car move due to his presence? Simply if I am standing behind the car, will the car move? I am not a magician. to do some magic and make the car to move. No, if I am standing, my presence doesn't make the car to move. Only if I am applying the force on the car, then only the car will move. So suppose the man now begins to push the car, that is, he applies force on it. The car may begin to move in the direction of applied force. In the direction of applied force is very, very important. So he is pushing the car in whichever direction he is pushing the car, in the same direction the car is moving forward. So in whichever direction you are applying force, in the same direction the object will move. Your friend is standing here. You are pushing him. You are pushing your friend. When you push your friend by applying the force in this direction, will he come and fall on you? No. He will move away. So in whichever direction you are applying the force, in the same direction the object also will move. That is what they mean here. Note that the man has to push the car to make it move. Yes, no? He is pushing the car in order to make it move. Before, simply when he was standing, the car was stationary. It was at rest. Figure 7.3 shows three situations that may be familiar to you. Which are the three situations in figure 7.3? Means two girls fighting with each other, two girls playing, that what the rotating game, and one more picture is a person pulling the cow with the rope. In all the three cases or situation, can you decide who is pulling and who is pushing in these cases? So, in figure 7.3a, that is the two girls who are fighting, both the girls appear to push each other, while the pair of girls in figure 7.3b are trying to pull each other. See, push or pull, who is pushing whom, who is pulling whom, we cannot find out. But only thing what we can say is, in the picture where two girls are fighting, children, both are pushing each other. Yes, no, this girl wants to push her, that other girl wants to push her back. So both are fighting, both are applying forces. So the concept of push is present here. Both are pushing each other. In case of this rotating game, you are holding your friend's hand crisscross like this and you are bending away, and you are rotating means with that grip you are trying to bend your body away from the center. Yes, no? So that is, you are pulling away yourself. You are pulling away. You both are pulling away from each other. You both are moving away from each other. So what do they explain? Both the girls appear to push each other, while the pair of girls in 7.3b are trying to pull each other. They are trying to pull each other. Similarly, the cow and the man in figure 7.3c appear to pull each other. So here, between two persons, the same thing is going on. They are pushing each other or they are pulling each other. So the girls in the two situations shown here are applying force on each other. Is it also true for the man and the cow? See, in these two pictures, the girls are applying force on each other. Yes, no? Similarly, they are asking the question, in case of the person tying the rope to the cow and pulling the rope and the cow moving away from each other. In this case also, what the question is, in this case also, is it true for the man and the cow where they are applying force on each other? Think. From these examples, we can infer that at least two objects must interact for a force to come and play. Thus, an interaction of one object with another results in a force between two objects. So, we understood that force is the push or pull on any object. So, we studied various examples given here, children. In all the cases, two things are present at a time. In the first example, person and the car is there. In the second, two girls are fighting and pushing each other. In the third case, we studied two girls playing who are pulling each other away. So there are also two persons there. In the third case, where a person pulling the cow, there also two things are present. Everywhere in order. So what they infer from these examples is, for the force to act, minimum two objects is compulsorily required. Now this wall is in the state of rest. Yes, no? Unless and until I hit the ball with, I cannot move this wall. Can I move? No, this is heavy stationary object. Yes, no? So, or imagine there is a table. In place of wall, there is a table. So, I want to, unless and until I apply force on the table remains to be in the state of rest. It will be in the state of rest. It continue to be in the state of rest. When I apply force and push it, what happens? It will get displaced, means it will move. It will get displaced, means it will move. So in order, simply if I am standing here, even force is not acting on me. If the table is there simply sitting on place, no, the table is not, the force is not acting. But when I push the table, what happens? The table and myself, two are in contact with each other. So to any two bodies, if they are in contact with each other or they come into contact with each other, only then the force is said to be acting on that body. That is what they conclude here, children. So from this example, we can infer that at least two objects must interact for a force to come into play. Thus, an interaction of an object with another. The interaction of an object with other results in a force between two objects. So that is what we learned today. So what did we learn? First thing is various examples we studied where the concept of force we understood. And in various other description of activities we understood mainly the concept of push or pull, which action is repeated whenever the force is acting on the body. The motion, which are the actions, means push or pull. So how did they define the concept force? A push or pull on any object is called the force. So both push and pull should act on the body? No, it is dependent. So we studied two various other examples like the person pushing a car, or the two girls playing, fighting with each other, pushing each other, a person pulling a cow. In all these examples, we understood that in some cases push, in some cases pull. These two actions will be acting on the body, and in some cases both push and pull will be acted upon by the or acted on the body. And one more important thing what we understood is for the force to be acted on any object, then two bodies or two objects, if they are in contact with each other only, the force is said to be acting on the body. This is very, very important, children. So this is about the concept of force and its definition and its example. So in the next class, we shall study what you have as exploring forces. We will understand more about the force and in which direction it acts, all that. Till then, please collect the textbook, read these 2 or 3 pages, that's all I did today. Read it carefully and shortly I will be sending you the notes. Don't wait for the lesson to get